Again, my name's Gabe Zolda. This is the 5th of August, 2017. You know, last night I posted a couple of videos. I think I did 21. One of them, towards the end of the evening, was question Karl Rove, which way is the wind blowing? And that's when he was talking to Greta Van Susteren, and Greta was asking him questions about Donald Trump. And Karl Rove said, you look at the polls, and I wouldn't bet against the polls, saying that Hillary's 10 points ahead of Donald. Well, Greta said, well, how do you explain the turnout for Donald wherever he goes? I mean, there's just a huge turnout. Well, the turnout is because he's a celebrity and people just want to see the celebrity. I mean, that's really all it is. Hey, Carl, I got a question for you. If people just want to see the celebrity, why did they give him $82 million? Huh? You see, Carl, I think a lot of what goes on with you and folks like you and folks like Chris Sturwall that really needs to go see a dentist. I mean, I don't understand this. The guy probably gets paid a big dollar for spewing his garbage when he attacks Donald. Why doesn't he get his teeth fixed? I mean, the man looks horrible. Absolutely horrible. You know, you sort of wonder, I mean, Fox News tries to portray a certain image, and you got guys like Alan Combs with his hair dyed this dark brown color. I mean, he looks absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he looks ridiculous. You know who else dyes his hair? Shep Smith. He looks ridiculous. The guy's over 50 years old. He doesn't have a gray hair showing. You know, but in his case, you know, it's important to keep that youthful image. Older homosexuals have a real tough time finding men, but then again, when you've got the kind of money he probably has, it's not a real big deal. Speaking about having the kind of money that Shep Smith has, Megyn Kelly's risen like you can't believe. I didn't realize she was at Fox as a low-life reporter initially. I wonder how many times she visited the casting coach of Richard Ellis. I mean, come on, folks. I mean, we know what Richard Ellis, or Ailes, is all about. He's being sued by more than just Gretchen Carlson, I believe. So, you think maybe Megyn practiced the oldest trade in the history? Huh? You think maybe she sort of, you know, scratched Ellis's, I was going to say back, but maybe she scratched a little lower down, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm not accusing her of being a whore, but it wouldn't surprise me. How about you? Yeah, I think they choreograph all of these talking points with these leftists, and they try to sort of look impartial. Greta tries to look impartial, but she's really not. You know, she's also not exactly what you would call normal. No, she doesn't believe in doctors, but yet she believes in plastic surgeons. Her religion, she's the same, well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people that sort of follow that cultish religion. Yeah, there's numerous movie stars that follow that cultish religion. It's not a born-again Christian either. But I don't want to go there. It's not worth my time. I just wanted to highlight the fact that Karl Rove thinks that the turnout for Donald is simply because of Donald's status as a somewhat interesting individual, when in fact it doesn't correlate with them, the people, sending in $82 million. The left and the right is terrified of Donald. because they know that he'll turn it upside down. As he should. Washington, D.C. is a good old boys club sewer. Once you're in the club, you do really well. But it's tough to get in. And certain people are fortunate enough to have been able to hang in for a very long time, like that worthless traitor, Senator John McCain, who received a presidential pardon. Isn't that interesting? We got a senator that received a presidential pardon. You know? Speaking about presidential pardons, Obama's pardoned more prisoners. A number of them are lifers. Don't you feel safe and secure knowing that these lifers are back on the street? Huh? I mean, they're back on the street. How many people died because of these lifers that were selling drugs? To get life for selling drugs, you gotta be selling some heavy drugs. How do you think the families that lost loved ones feel about Obama releasing all these lifers? Huh? How do you feel about Obama releasing all these lifers? Absolutely insane. The guy was never eligible to hold office. He needs to be removed. And his legacy needs to be eradicated. That's sort of what I think. And Carl, you're a complete jackass. And Greta, you gotta stop pretending. All of you folks that work for Fox, gotta stop pretending. You're all beating the drum that you're told to beat. It's tied to your paycheck. And it's one hell of a paycheck, isn't it?